create something. Yakumakis, Lennon, Almada, Yakumakis, goal! "13 and counting for Atlanta United centre forwards. Of course he was going to have his say.
He's unstoppable in the air. Ibiaga backtracking, just trying to put a body on him, and Yakumakis lets him fly by. Almada hangs it up, says, go and get it. And for the 13th time, joint top scorer, stone cold killer in the box. To make a push to really cement themselves in the playoff picture. They sit 6th now. They should be fighting for a home playoff spot.
Lobjanidze. Those players, Lobjanidze! Oh, brilliant! First start, first goal for the Georgian international. New kid on the block, and the travelling contingency go wild. That is a huge goal for Atlanta United.
One v one. Farfan has to respect the run from Brooks Lennon. Kamungo has all the momentum as he's tracking back from 40, 50 yards. Lobjanidze actually overruns it, but then recalibrates expertly, wraps his foot around it. Had a warning shot in the first half that just went wide with his left foot. Went back to the well. On this time, he makes no mistake about it. The Georgian international playing for the team that represents Georgia in the United States.
Instagram is Joe_Freihofer.
That's the one. Wow, hype video and everything?
That's cool.
Massive crowd too. Let's go.
field by Senior Vice President of Digital Marketing and Branding, Corey Jones. Globe Life has been a proud supporter of the FC Dallas Unified team for 9 years. Thank you, Globe Life, for making this program possible.
Wow, what a moon, too. You see that? That's cool.
At this time, we would like to welcome Kevin Rubich and Kelly Robinson, who will be reciting the Athlete's Oath. Take it away.
Let me win. If I cannot win, let me be great in the attempt.
Thank you. The referees for tonight's match are Dongo Shalampo, Ronnie Shalampo, Philo Shalampo, and Jeremiah Shalampo.
It's a whole family. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the granddaddy of them all. Tonight we got the first teams out of the way. Now it's time for what began back in 2013 through MLS Works. We're now here for the Unified Showdown. Atlanta United FC Unified getting set to take on the hometowners in FC Dallas Unified here in the heat of Frisco, Texas. Joe Freihofer alongside Jason Longshore. Jason, we've traded the studio at the training grounds there in the A to come all the way down here in Texas for what's set to be one of the most anticipated matches of the entire season for both sides here tonight.
Yeah, should be a fun one for Atlanta United Unified as they try to finish their season undefeated in 2023. They had the home draw with Charlotte and then went on the road at Red Bull Arena and had the big win in front of the Red Bulls fans.
I got to tell you as well, being in this locker room just about 15 minutes before coming up to this press box, Anthony Hernandez from Atlanta United has told me that he plans on having a big evening tonight. He had some protagonism over there in New Jersey as well.
He was great in New Jersey, and if he is promising a big evening, there's going to be some fireworks here in Frisco tonight. Also, keep an eye on Alex Eberle for Atlanta United. All energy from number 22 in the Five Stripes.
One of the guys that covers the most ground out there on the field. We'd be remiss if we didn't give a shout-out as well tonight to Kelly Robinson, number 7 out there, who was away from this unified side for a couple of weeks. She's recovered back from her stint in the hospital, and we couldn't be prouder to have her out there tonight as she gave the opening remarks on behalf of Atlanta United Unified. Keep an eye on her as well, as she can be busy and cover a lot of ground out there on the pitch as well.
Kelly wearing the number 7. She did her first radio interview with Mike Conti on the Five Stripes Countdown on 92.9 The Game. Did an amazing job there. Did the oath and the opening remarks for the match. Excited to see her in action tonight.
Few people should know, here's a little bit of a locker room anecdote for you. It was open air between both sides tonight, so as we were watching the first teams, you could hear one side, FC Dallas would score, their unified squad would clap it away, then we would come back. We ended up having a 2-2 finish, so we can expect goals here tonight, but the stage is set wide open. Now it's time for the unified sides to pick out the true winner here tonight.
After a wild game like the first teams had that was back and forth, Dallas starting in the lead, Atlanta coming back and taking the lead, then Dallas getting a goal, then both teams had chances to win it. That's the opening act to this. Both teams are going to be on fire to start this one.
Let's see who's going to be truly on fire in the starting lineup for Atlanta United. We'll go with Alex Eberle in defense, number 22. Then we've got Ben Barrett in midfield. Alex Evans will be all the way up top, rocking number 11. Grace Chaplin, Dylan Lindsay, Emma Sim, Kelly Robinson, as we said, in defense as well. Liam Stewart will go up top. Nick Viller, who we saw as an all-star selected, along with Liam, made the trip to Washington, D.C. He's in there. And then we've got Xavier Hairston, a guy who we didn't get to see too much of in that stint over in New Jersey. And D. Harden will round it out, the big fella in between the three posts.
Great goalkeeper in Harden. Stewart had a really good match at Red Bull Arena, struggled to find the back of the net, but feels like this could be an opportunity playing on the right side to really break out. Now, the field is shortened. It's the same width as the normal pitch here at Toyota Stadium. It is shortened. Atlanta's in the Five Stripes kits, the darker shade of red. FC Dallas in the lighter shade of red with navy shorts, navy socks.
Now we'll give you a full breakdown for the rules here tonight. This is season number 7 for Atlanta United. We've had some different formations so far this season, but this tonight, as you can see, will be 11v11 as we previously played 7-on-7 later in this season.
We saw the 11v11 against Charlotte in the opener, but that was on the full-size pitch. I like this as shortening it a little bit, but allowing so many different players to get on the field together.
And another huge factor here tonight will be the heat. We felt it all throughout the first team game as well. There will be several hydration breaks sprinkled into the match. And here we go. We're kicked off in Frisco, Texas for the opener of Unified between these two sides.
Dallas trying to find an escape route down the right side. Atlanta's going to recover that.
Got to say as well tonight, as you look down from our view up here in the press box, this is one of the best overall attendances we've had the entire season for the Five Stripes.
So awesome that so many people have stuck around after a great 90-plus minutes between the first teams to support both of these unified teams.
Lenzi with a couple of Busquets-esque turns, and it'll go all the way wide. Hairston tried to keep it in, but no luck.
Trying to open the field up there, Dylan Lindsay.
Dallas sitting on possession here as well. We got to see how play style affects here tonight. With this heat, can't be tracking too much ground. We know Eberle will go out there nonstop the motor like he always does as Stewart tries to maintain possession.
Wins it back.
Look at the press, and away goes Stewart, the former All-Star. Pushing forward, that'll be dispossessed, and here comes Dallas the other way. The home crowd like what they see.
That was a great turn from Dallas with the pressure from Stewart. James Woolridge with the play for Dallas, able to find that open space around Stewart.
Viller goes out and finds Eberle wide, who will cut back, take it back to Viller. A big lad back there in the back line as he tries to go over the top. They'll go up to Harrison, tries to chest it down, but can't do so. And here comes Freeman back the other way for Dallas. They'll lose it. Chaplin, with all the collectedness in the world, they're playing out from the back here as well, feeding it to the middle. See if we can get a turn and break away. There we go, cutting down the wing now. Lots of space. Options into the middle as well. Can we find them? They go for the chip, front post. I like what I see so far, not holding back one bit.
Going to goal from the near post there, Atlanta United trying to turn that corner. Doesn't test the goalkeeper. Dallas will have the goal kick.
Dallas has got to settle in now. It's definitely been Five Stripes heavy on possession so far here tonight. They'll spread it all the way out wide to the wing. Ducic trying to thread through that back line. Held up a lovely tackle there by Lenza. Now we'll go forward there. It'll trickle out wide. That left wing has been busy so far tonight. Looks like we're trying to feed down that channel.
Yeah, trying to turn that corner on the left. Atlanta United maybe working on that. Maybe they learned that when they scrimmaged against the Atlanta United coaching staff.
Be remiss if we didn't mention that the other day as well. We know how competitive Gonzalo Pineda can be.
Ooh.
It looks like they didn't hold back too much during that training as well, but what a special afternoon for the unified squad as well, getting to be with the coaching staff. Now we're away on the attack there. We're trying to feed it in, back post. Here's Hairston. Cool, collected. It'll trickle around. Still loose. Defenders are on the ground. In the end, it looks like Dallas is going to recuperate possession there. Still going. Here comes Stewart with a bit of a cutback as well. United will sit on possession. Early chances here from the Five Stripes.
The counter pressure from Liam Stewart forces another turnover. Hairston denied on the doorstep with a great defensive play from Dallas.
Chaplin will pass it all the way back out to Veer, who tries to go over the top to Stewart, trying to turn on the afterburners, but he can't do it. Crowd is coming alive here in Frisco, Texas. We want to thank everybody who's tuning in here tonight, live from Texas as well. An absolute privilege to be out here on the call. Let's see what Dallas does now, as they haven't had too much of the possession so far here tonight. They'll go long over the top, trying to feed the ball in there to Cribbs, but couldn't get it to her.
Ben Barrett with a good header for Atlanta.
An underrated trade of the Five Stripes as well. Got to be height. If you look at Viller back there, look at Barrett as well. Some tall trees in that back line. Tough to get over.
Yeah, this is an experienced back line, too, with VR and with Grace Chaplin. MSM trying to force the turnover in the middle third.
Making her presence felt as well there. Look at the press. They continue to go. Looks like they've seen some Pineda Peach presses a couple times.
The old Peachtree press in action tonight from the Atlanta United Unified team. They force it out for a throw.
Looking to see if we can get some more fluid possession here tonight. They'll throw it long, recovered into the middle by Hairston. Lovely as well as he just drops it back. Here goes Sim, up and around. Well defended there by Dallas. That's Munoz that time, one-on-one with her, just boxing it out, trying to regain possession. That'll trickle out for a Dallas throw.
Opportunity, though, to press here for Atlanta.
Ducic will go long, recovered by Atlanta, seeing if they can poke it into the middle. Hairston was there, but they couldn't get it to him. Now they'll try and switch play. Lovely step there by Robinson, and away goes Barrett. Threaded into the middle. Stewart has a crack outside of the foot. We're on. What a save by Dallas. Coming up big all the way off of his line. Ortiz makes a huge save. Stewart again, and that's wide to the post. For as many chances as the Five Stripes have had so far, Ortiz has stepped up to it every time.
What a save from Alex Ortiz. Looking like Jimmy Maurer in goal tonight for FCD. Fearless there coming out to make that save.
Here comes Lenza into the middle. Pounced on nicely. He has runs out wide. Should he try and feed it out that way? Here comes United now trying to track it down. We'll sit on possession now. Lenza a little bit all the way back to the back line. Here's BR. Over to Chaplin. Nice little cutback from her, and she threads it into the middle. Turning away from pressures. Lindsay, he's got space if he wants a crack. Instead, he'll thread it to Stewart. Couldn't get his laces onto it, but chance after chance for the Five Stripes. Marty Jellemy's got to be happy with what he's seeing from his XI so far.
Dylan Lindsay playing that playmaker role, just trying to create opportunities for Hairston and for Stewart.
Canatelli out of the back line. High and long, recovered by Lindsay. Dallas will pounce on it. There's Robinson getting another couple of touches. Brick wall is Kelly Robinson as she slides in. Chaplin will dance away from pressure. Trying to find some width out here on the touchlines. Deflection. That'll go for an Atlanta United unified throw.
A couple of great plays there from Robinson, getting stuck in defensively.
And it looks as, despite the time that she missed away, has not missed a step as she finds herself in a great live form. Here's BR presenting himself. Barrett with a nice touchdown to Chaplin. Tries to escape away from pressure. Tackle gets put in there by Almaraz. BR will take it all the way back. Spreading it wide to Eberle, trying to get himself active here tonight. He hasn't had too many touches of possession. Here's a bit of build-up now as we go away. Some step over. Sayonara. See you later. Here goes United on the attack. One-on-one with the back line. Can he keep it in? He can. Well handled by FC Dallas Unified there. A crucial clearance at the dying moment.
The Dallas defense is really impressive here tonight. Atlanta getting into the attacking third, getting some good looks at goal. But this back line, led by Alex Ortiz, getting the job done so far.
Ducic that time with the crucial step. Now we'll see a delivery in out wide from Lindsay. Couple of options in the middle.
Stewart making the near post run, pulls back.
Beautiful delivery as well. High long. Barrett's there to chest it down. Here goes Stewart once again, trying to dribble away from pressure. He'll lay it out long. Well recovered there by Alex Evans. We spread pressure wide. Here's Lindsay keeping the play alive. He'll thread it in. Sim is there, tracks onto it. Chaplin a 1-2 there with Lenza, dancing away from pressure. Dallas steps in with a nice tackle. Barrett back to Robinson. Got to be careful here as United has been comfortable so far in possession, but got to keep those heads up and look downfield. Here's a nice connection as we see Evans start to curl away. Finds the man in the middle. That is Hairston. Back to Eberle.
Nice from Hairston there to keep possession, not try to force anything. Has Eberle in support.
One of the longest build-ups of the entire evening we've seen. There is Stewart going for it all there. Couldn't get his boot onto it. And here comes Dallas now the other way. Threading run there. Nice delivery down line from Cribbs. That'll trickle all the way out after a little deflection, but the thought was there. And we will see for the first time this evening a break in play. We'll get a hydration break and some substitutions as well.
Love that idea from Liam Stewart. It's a tough one because you have to decide if you want to go with the head or if you want to go with the volley there. Once he decides to go volley, he's trying to get his body around it to get his foot to it. Almost pulls off the spectacular goal.
The scissor kick there would have gone down in Frisco history here. As we see a long throw in from Dallas. Here's BR. Nice little clearance brought down. Lovely spin and turn there. That's why he wears the number 10, Urshansky, dancing away from pressure. Here's Sim now with a dangerous pass. Dallas trying to pounce back onto it. We'll settle down with brother Joe BR there, who goes long. Here's Hairston again. Had a couple of chances tonight. Little cutback. Loses a center back. Goes near post. And then it'll be in. We've got the first finish of the evening. Take a bow. Xavier Hairston.
What a goal from Hairston. Brings it down. Skips past the defender and then beats Ortiz high to the near post. It hits on the far side netting. A great finish from Xavier Hairston.
Erupts the home crowd here. We've got full stands. Made them sound even fuller here tonight as people continue to trickle in. What a finish into side netting as well. Hairston making his last name known around Frisco, Texas. We've got a 1-0 lead for Atlanta United Unified.
Hairston was an all-star last year in Minnesota. Might be heading to next year's all-star game in Columbus.
Tries to go for the nutmeg there. Messi style, couldn't get it through. Now to go all the way back to Dallas's back line. Pushing forward and away was Duchik there.
Eberle stepped in front. He read it really well.
Unified starting to heat up here for the Atlanta side. They're going with that high press, and here comes Eberle using his work rate and then some. Tries to go alone. That'll trickle all the way out for a goal kick.
Was able to beat one, but the heavy touch, he couldn't get on the end of that. Eberle playing a little bit of a fullback or wingback role tonight.
Trying to get use of his pace. So committed to Atlanta United, by the way. This seems to get brought up almost every single broadcast. Has that crest tattooed on his leg as well. We saw it in the previous game. Here's Stewart on a chance for himself. Goes front post. He gets a finish as well. Liam Stewart, the man who went all the way to D.C., getting it done here in Texas as well. Dances to his far sideline. We've got a coordinated celebration. Yes, sir. Dust off that boot, young man. You deserve it. 2-0 lead, Atlanta United Unified taking FC Dallas by storm here early.
Dylan Lenza celebrating with Liam Stewart. We talked about Stewart at Red Bull Arena. He had so many opportunities and was so close to finding the back of the net in that one. He gets the early goal here. What a finish to the near post.
Marty Jelemy and company, comfortable start here to this evening. They've now got a double lead as we see Stewart trying to thread it through to Hairston. Offensively, it's been very comfortable, and it's all started at the back line as well. We've seen Lenz's work rate, dancing away from pressure, finding those filtered balls. Stewart and Hairston with all of the luck here so far tonight.
The high pressure making it difficult for Dallas to find the connections. Atlanta finding the openings, using the width to their advantage.
Brzezinski spreading that width once more. Again, that's lovely tackle there from Duchik, who's been busy on the defensive end for FC Dallas Unified. We've got a throw here.
Maddie Duchik was an all-star this season as well. She's showing her quality on the back line.
Here come Dallas on the counterattack now as well. The man back there is Nick Villar. Handled well as we see in for the first time here tonight, Steven Russell, who had himself a great time as we saw the Soccer Hall of Fame here as part of Toyota Stadium. We took a tour there. We saw a certain name that might ring a bell to those 17s watching us here tonight, Carlos Bocanegra. We saw his name in plenty of different spots as the guys took in lots of history here in this country. We did a little scavenger hunt as well, got a little competitive. The guys have been locked in from the jump here tonight, and we're seeing that so far in this one.
Free kick here. Duchik will take it.
Duchik's got the boot as she tries to send it long. Hairston applying pressure, but handled very well. Trying to get the shot off there was Munoz, but he couldn't do it. Trouble here for D. Turner, who comes all the way off of his line, puts his mitts out, and makes his presence felt as well. The first time he's been tested so far tonight, handled himself very well.
Look, sometimes it's tough in those situations when you haven't seen the ball in the first 13 minutes and you're forced to make a big play. It's hard to keep that focus sometimes. Good work there.
Noah Mason was down on the attack there. Slowly gets himself up to his feet. Looks like he's all right, as we'll see the FC Dallas Unified coaching staff come out onto the field just to make sure. I believe we are going to make a swap here, so he gets an ovation from the home crowd and the fist bump from Liam Stewart as well, showing everybody what it's all about. Coming together tonight for the third time so far this season. It's been a thrilling ride as we think all the way back to that Charlotte match that felt like eons ago, as we saw in the dying moments of that one as well. Savion put it onto frame and could have won it for Atlanta United Unified off framework in the dying moments there at home in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and that one had a fantastic crowd as well.
They've really built from that match where it was tough to get going. It was tough to create those opportunities on that night. A good draw, to the work to get that draw was very strong, but you think of every game, it feels like they've improved every time out, and now they're into the attacking half again.
And here comes Evans turning on the afterburners as well. Guess who? Duchik on her duties and then some tonight, makes a crucial tackle. Dangerous ball threaded into the middle, but he'll recover it. Angel Careaga towed away. Here's Urshansky, who's had the ball on his foot like a magnet. Nice little turn, threading it into Sim. Now we go wide. Evans just couldn't get his foot onto it. That'll be a goal kick for FC Dallas Unified.
Good left-footed pass from Sim, trying to open it up to Evans.
Controlled possession now and a chance to build out from the back. Munoz spreading it wide. Duchik. Here comes Eberle. We see that work rate again. You can see the crest from here on his leg, and here he goes, threading it into the middle. Tried to get it to Stewart. No go. And here we go. Nice little standing tackle there, making his presence felt into the game. Steven Russell get a couple of touches, young man. Barrett nicely cleared away. Crunching tackles here tonight as well. It's starting to heat up.
Yeah, it's all being played in the right spirit. That's what's so cool about these games is it's intense. It's aggressive. Both teams want to win this game. They're friends before the game. They're friends after the game. They hang out when these trips happen. But then during the game, they want to win, and they'll knock each other over when they have to.
And that competitiveness has showed the entire trip. We began this trip doing a little bit of bowling as we combined with FC Dallas Unified as well. There was laser tag that night as well when we mixed both sides. I believe I saw Coach Marco of Atlanta United Unified using some of his own players as a barricade as he ran around. I saw a couple of barrel rolls in there. Laser tag.
That's an
Putting
interesting
it all out
technique.
on the line, regardless of if you're a coach or not. Got to do anything to win, showing the kids how it's done. Got to be proud of his side so far for Atlanta United Unified tonight. Controlled possession, finding plenty of width, and Hairston making his presence known, starting off the evening scoring-wise for us.
Really good start for Atlanta United Unified. There's still a long way to go in this one. Have to keep that focus, and that's where some of the players who have been with this team for a couple of seasons, taking those leadership roles, keeping everybody focused, keeping everybody prepared for what's to come.
D. Turner getting some praise on the sideline as well as he had to come off of his line, got tested, but put his mitts right to it. Nicely controlled as well. Head coach Marty Jelemy giving his orders. We'll see if we see a change of tactics as well. We saw a platoon swap there, and we talked about him who found the framework against Charlotte. Savion Brown, number 9, comes in tonight, has a frame of 6'3". I was standing next to him and was nearly looking up, almost dropped my camera when I looked up at him for the first time here tonight. His presence will be felt up top. Swing it in, put it to his noggin. That's all you can ask for.
Number 42 coming into the match for Atlanta as well.
Here we go. Pressure is on as well. He was one of the players for the Five Stripes that had the most to say in the locker room before this game. We'll see if he can match it with his efforts here tonight. He certainly did over in Jersey.
D. Harden, the big number 77, making the walk back into goal. Kind of leading everything from the defensive side. Has good help in front. It's really organized, and you can see the training sessions that Atlanta United puts on a regular basis. Coach Marty Jelemy and his staff. This is a really organized team. It starts from the back. It is all about possession, just like Atlanta United's other teams. It's about keeping the ball and creating that space out wide, and we've seen it mostly down the left tonight, and that's where Hernandez goes as we restart.
Smartly situates himself out there as well. We saw in Jersey he didn't do too much tracking back, liked to keep himself up top. Just wait for the service. What more can you ask for?
You put the ball in the back of the net, you can get away without tracking back whenever you're going to be scoring goals like he did in Jersey. I think he thought about tracking back there, and he's like, no, you go forward. Get up top. We're going to feed you.
Eyes on Hernandez, and here we see Atlanta United Unified with possession to start out. Joe BR will send it wide, trying to go for Eberle, who's been fresh despite seeing a lot of minutes so far here tonight. You talked about his work rate coming into it. We're seeing plenty of that. We had a no soda, no pop rule as we were getting ready for this one tonight, but he's bouncing off the walls as if he had a full Mountain Dew and then some.
Offside on the far side. Eberle could play 3 games tonight if he had to.
And the time change not affecting them one bit as well, as we are at 10:24, of course, with that 1 hour time difference as well. D. Turner will flick it forward. Ike Eisworth, for the first time here tonight, comes into the game, fills himself out into the back line alongside Joe BR. 1-2 back to Eberle. Hernandez right on top of his own teammate, looking to get some service no matter how he has to do it.
Atlanta wins the ball back, trying to find that space now.
Urshansky. Pressure. Dancing away from pressure, and here comes Dallas as well on the attack. Trying to get forward, lets off the shot. That's a golazo! What a finish! The entire side will run to the corner. Take a bow, Kevin Rupert. What a finish! to get FC Dallas Unified a group sue off in the far corner. They'll get themselves just a goal back from Atlanta United Unified. Put that one on replay, young man. What a finish.
What a rocket from Rupik, the number 10 for Dallas. Maybe 20 to 25 yards out, bending that around the far post. Harden dove at full extension, just couldn't keep it out, couldn't get to it. Rupik with the amazing goal.
And don't be mistaken, D. Harden as well had a great view of that and jumped about as early as you can. Unsavable. What a finish from Kevin Rupik.
Yeah, nobody's getting to that shot from Rupik. Now Atlanta's got to get settled down again after the great start. Dallas with the goal with a few minutes left here in the first half. Atlanta's got to get reorganized, get control back in this match.
This is where you'd see a certain number 42 out there, Hernandez, try and step into the limelight and take this game over, keep it on carpet, and see if they can get some build-up to give himself a chance of his own.
Had some subs, and I think both teams trying to get reorganized here.
We'll see Dallas make a shift and have a player exit here as we get ready for kickoff. We've got Harrison over the ball. Savion Brown is in there as well. This is one of the taller lineups we've seen so far from Atlanta United Unified, and away goes Brown with it now. Looking for options, he'll spread it out wide. Into the middle. And now we go long. Here's Hernandez getting some of his first touches here for the night. He'll let it trickle all the way out, goes for the nutmeg and stays away with it. He's here at touchline now, sends it in, that'll go wide. Not bad for first couple of warm-up touches there from Hernandez.
Good touches there from Hernandez, and even with no angle, you know he's going to goal from there.
We see a goal kick here from FC Dallas Unified. They'll trickle it out wide. In tonight for the first time, Anissa Almaraz, who did her best to settle it there, and Savion Brown will dance away from pressure. Back out into the middle. It's been fluid so far from Marty Jellemy's guys. Ike Eisworth in the back line, 1-2 between him and Nick Villar. He'll organize his options, call for a look into the middle.
Oh, the back heel from Savion.
First time flick from Brown. Here we go, settling it down. He's got options. Hairston at the back post. Can he get onto it? Instead, he'll pull it back, maintain possession. Weak boot service into the middle. What more can he ask for? Hernandez could not bring it down, and he'll track out. It's been a duo between who takes more of the touches out wide. Here goes Eberle on his own, threading it into the middle. Atlanta United Unified forcing a little bit. Nice tackle, and away goes Canatelli here for Dallas.
VR there to clean it up. Little back heel to keep it moving.
This will trickle out for an Atlanta United Unified throw. Eisworth with all the time in the world. We may need a rethrow here.
It's going to be a Dallas throw.
And we will go for FC Dallas the other way. D. Harden as well. He's got to watch himself off of his line here in this position as well.
He knows he can cover the ground. He's an aggressive goalkeeper.
Into the middle, threaded service. Eisworth couldn't get onto it at first, and now he gallops away. Tries to go for the fancy unthinkable into the middle. Now Dallas trying to organize possession. Just couldn't get the shot off. Gareaga there. And it'll go all the way wide. Here's Munoz. Back into the middle. Duchik throwing it nicely. There's a chance there to let a shot off for Gareaga, but couldn't do it. Hernandez trying to turn on the afterburners. And down he goes. What a little move there. Shimmy and a shake from Canatelli puts him down. Hernandez seems to be all right as he finds his feet again. Little 1-2 in the middle there. Freeman with a nice little turn. Can he get the shot off one-on-one with the Atlanta United Unified back line? Instead, he'll take his real estate. Still keeps it, a little stiff arm. And away we come back the other way. Cutting it out there is Ike Eisworth. He's going to turn on his pace, observe his options, and he'll keep it going. Chested down there nicely. A fortunate bounce from the tackle. Hernandez, can he get the cross off? Can't do it. Duchik, clearance. How many times have we said that tonight? Miscommunication. Here's Hernandez. One-on-one. Tries to go near post again. Man, he's hungry. You can tell. Doesn't look up. Just lets it rip there near corner. A little bit more accurate that time. Systems are calibrating there for Hernandez.
Trying to fit that one into a really narrow window. Hernandez back in the Lone Star State. Came to Atlanta United from Houston's Unified team. I have not heard how much TAM was involved in that deal. I know it was a lot.
talks about that on the team bus on the ride over here, by the way, and if he had any sort of Texas ties to the side tonight, but confirmed, no doubt there were none.
No. Houston and Dallas don't get along very well.
Not well at all.
Yeah. Anthony's very happy to play Dallas tonight.
Nice little tackle by Eisworth. Trickling around. Here's Eberle. Nearly goes down, but keeps his balance. We're going to call it an advantage. Here we go. The other way foul now.
Might have caught that inadvertently. Eberle making sure to win that back for Atlanta, getting help to his feet.
It looks like
Fearless.
they're going to call for a sub here as he limps off to the sideline. He's going to need a few moments to gather himself as well. On the team bus, let it be known, Drake was the artist of the day today. We had Lena Shaul connect on the Bluetooth speakers. They put the volume to max. We couldn't even hear each other. There was a team talk going on before. Lena hooked up the phone, and then from there, cranking it. Trophies by Drake. As you can tell, Atlanta United Unified, that's what they're hunting for here tonight. Harrison with a nice touch. Tries to let the shot get off, but not enough space. Recovered beautifully there by the Dallas back line. Hernandez has space, puts it onto his weak foot. Fires again there near post. Frustrated with himself as he's trying to heat up and see if he can find that goal.
He wanted that one. He's got the green light anywhere in the attacking half, Anthony Hernandez.
We are officially into added time here as we hit the 25-minute mark of this first half. Again, if you're just tuning in, Atlanta United Unified with the advantage 2-1 over FC Dallas. But let's be honest, we got to give the goal of the day. Number 10, Kevin Rupik. They don't just hand out that number. Showed off the quality, the curler from range to get themselves within one here tonight.
Russell with a good ball up the right side to Liam Stewart, who has gotten on the scoreboard tonight.
Couple of nice touches. Into the middle there, Anissa Almaraz trying to heat herself up there. She goes with a little bit of pressure. Eisworth will send it all the way to the back line. Biar will go long over the middle, trying to use that height of Hairston. Take it down. Savion Brown tried to be clever. Pounced on once again. Here's Hairston. He's got options to his left and his right. Hernandez with lots of space looking for that ball. They tried to keep it down but couldn't do it. A couple of ricochets now. Here comes the hometown faithful cheering on Matthew Lange as he blisters down one-on-one there with Eberle. Nicely won as the tackle. Tried to turn it around and use his momentum the other way. It'll be an FC Dallas Unified throw.
Eberle never gave up on the play. Somehow is able to run around the attacker, get back on the ball. Can't keep it. Does have to concede the throw, but great defensive work from Eberle.
Ladies and gentlemen, we see now down on the sideline for Atlanta United Unified, Brad Guzan and Carlos Bocanegra, making their presence felt. A couple of handshakes for the coaching staff as well and checking in on the tactics to see what kind of tune-ups they will need. But they got to like what they see on the scoreboard here so far.
2-1 to Atlanta, deep in stoppage time here in the first half.
Got to be a matter of seconds left as the ref lets this one play on. Nice little step and away galloping, trying to get a counter on Ike Eisworth. Spread it out. Here's Stewart trying to thread it into the middle. There were options there. Hairston frustrated that he couldn't get it onto his boot. A high kick away. That will do it as we see the halftime whistle. Jason Longshore, your thoughts between these two unified sides so far?
Great first half. The second half could go either way for both of these teams. I thought Dallas really grew into it. Atlanta started well after conceding the golazo. They found their footing again, and the second half is going to be one to watch.
So we've got 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go as both of these sides will make the most of their time, get plenty of water in. Clearly the golazo of the day had to be Kevin Rupik. They don't just hand out the number 10. What a finish from here so far as we saw way up high. The quality was shown off, and again, goes to show just a matter of moments here tonight. All it takes is a bit of confidence. Let it eat from range. You never know what can happen.
We're going to take a quick break along with the players right now. It's not quite midnight snack time back in Atlanta, but it's pretty close. So get your refreshments ready for a blistering second half in this one from Toyota Stadium. It is Atlanta United Unified 2, FC Dallas 1.
Stay with us, folks. 4 minutes away. Jason Longshore, Joe Fryhofer. We'll be back after this.
indicate something. Yakumakis, Lennon, Almada, Yakumakis, goal! "13 and counting for Atlanta United centre forwards. Of course he was going to have his say.
He's unstoppable in the air. Ibiaga backtracking, just trying to put a body on him, and Yakumakis lets him fly by. Almada hangs it up, says, go and get it. And for the 13th time, joint top scorer, stone cold killer in the box.
Thanks for staying up with us, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Fryhofer, Jason Longshore. We're back for second half action, unified between Atlanta United and FC Dallas. We've got to give a huge shout out to our sponsor here tonight, Gallagher, making this all possible. And what a match we've had thanks to them so far. 2-1, we find the A taking the lead. A couple of fantastic finishes from Hairston and Stewart as well to give them the advantage.
Atlanta United with the 2-1 lead in possession, moving from right to left. In the Five Stripes kits, the darker shade of red, FC Dallas, they pulled one back before halftime. They've got a little bit less than 25 minutes now to find an equalizer.
Now here's a field side anecdote for those of you who stayed up with us. Shout out to you, by the way, on this late evening watching some unified action. Down here on the touchline, we saw Coach Marco talking one-on-one with Alex Evans, giving him some individual orders here tonight, who couldn't find himself the back of the net in that first half. But Coach Marco, with that Danish pro experience, trying to instill that into some of his players here tonight. We see Hairston take it on with the weak boot. Lovely save there in the back line. Dallas tested early, but unfazed.
Great save, getting both hands on that and keeping it out as Hairston was trying to pick out the far side.
Here comes the Peachtree press right out of the gates as well. You can tell they're fresh after halftime. Hairston putting on the afterburners, trying to win possession back. Here's Duchik, long throw over the top. Couldn't get a touch to it, was Maureen. Nice little turn, show it off, Nick Villar. Taking it all alone by himself, he'll continue to go on. Threads it through, looking for Hairston. Couldn't get it into the middle. Here's Lenza. Thought about a shot, laid off to Hairston. Nice little cutback. Forced onto his weak boot. It'll trickle out. Escorted away through pressure. Rabinowitz. Nice little turn away comes Dallas now, firing up the home crowd. Cut into the middle. Good vision, but an even better step there from Barrett. Lenza dances away from pressure. Calm, cool, collected. Looking for Stewart, takes a fortunate bounce, but he was too far forward. Nearly caught it onto the back post there as well. He's been active. The young man who took the trip to D.C. with Nick Biot as well. We're seeing why so far tonight.
Ben Barrett's been really impressive, too. First year as a partner in the Atlanta United Unified team. He taught himself how to play the piano.
Wow.
That blows my mind.
Now, so when we first arrived to the hotel, there was a pack of about half the team that stormed to a piano off in the far corner. Had to be him taking the lead, trying to show off.
I taught myself how to play the piano. I'd be showing off, too.
It was quickly cut down by head coach Marty Jelemy as he wanted to keep his side focused on the match here tonight. Cut out as well there nicely by Chaplin. Threaded through. Here comes Barrett. Lots of real estate. Lifts his head into the middle for Sim, who gets crunched there by Dallas players. Biot over the top. Steven trying to keep it in to himself. Here he goes, full gallop. Evans got caught up there, and here comes Biot into the middle. Hairston with lots of space if he can turn. Gets his head up, and he does. Couldn't let off the shot in time. Crucial tackle from FC Dallas Unified as they will just get rid of it wide and down the line.
Great defensive recovery run there as Hairston was able to get that back to his left foot really well, but got collapsed on, wasn't able to get the shot off.
Long throwing into the middle. Barrett, nice couple of touches. Lenza, a little bit of no-touch dribbling as well. Floats it out wide to Liam Stewart, who thinks about cutting it in. Instead, he'll just lay it off to his counterpart. Nice little turn. Lenza, can he create something here? He's got Hairston in the middle. The layoff. Nice tackle there from FC Dallas Unified. Pounced on in the end by goalkeeper Alex Ortiz.
Hairston finding a good pocket of space in front of goal. But Dallas knows all about Xavier Hairston now. They collapse on him anytime the ball finds his feet.
And that was Thomas Park, I beg your pardon, back there making the save. Goes high and long on the goal kick. It'll be Evans there trying to take in what he heard from Coach Marco on going alone, using all of the length of the field there, but just couldn't keep it in. It'll be a goal kick here for FC Dallas Unified.
Hernandez coming back into the game for Hairston. Still pretty warm here in Frisco, Texas, even at this hour with the moon above us. So I think you're going to see a little bit more rotation maybe here in the second half.
Out goes Hairston, in comes Hernandez. And you said it yourself, Jason, even during the first team game as well, when we had a little bit of cloud cover, you could still feel that Texas sizzle come down. FC Dallas Unified on the gallop here, trying to see if they can thread it through. Goes for the cheeky, no touch there. Aldermarin dancing away. Biot, full gallop, a costly giveaway. Now they're there into the middle. Langer with a bit of real estate but couldn't take advantage. Here's Chaplin directing traffic. Tries to find Stewart. Couple of nice touches. Corrals it into himself in the cutback as well. Stewart's favorite move, the All-Star. Throwing it into the middle. Lenza was there. Robinson goes in for a crunching tackle. Does well there. Nice little turn away from Sim. Sayonara.
Sim skipping past people in the midfield like Lindsey Horan.
Here's Evans as well. Couldn't keep possession as he's still trying to channel in those orders from Coach Marco. Handled well by the back line of Atlanta United Unified. Steven Russell getting himself active out there wide. Nice pressure from FC Dallas. Poked away.
Pressure there from Marine and Rupik. Now Dallas with 4 substitutions.
Platoon swap here as we see some fresh faces. Noah Mason back in after being a little bit troubled there with some injuries early. Gareaga comes in on the field as well. So we'll see if some fresh legs can give FC Dallas Unified a fresh chance here to try and level the score again. 2-1, Atlanta United Unified with the lead. Here's D. Turner. D. Harden, over the ball here to play it out from the back. Russell, a lot of space and time. Hernandez keeping it to himself. He dances away from pressure, using all of the width. One-on-one, can he find a pass? Tried to go for the unthinkable out in the round. Instead, that'll be an FC Dallas Unified kick.
Ashley Rabinowitz has been really good here in the second half. Some big plays for the Dallas midfielder.
Playing out from the back, Hernandez has a chance to pounce on it there. Pressure coming. Here's Barrett. Lenzi carrying it all the way down to the touchline. Plays it into the middle. Tried to find Hernandez. Just wasn't there in time, as Anthony had to have his head up a little bit more. Dancing away from Robinson. Here comes FC Dallas Unified options at the back post. Can they try and find Ortiz, who was all alone there for a second? Russell recovered nicely on the defensive efforts. Robinson banged into again.
Good play from Kelly Robinson, though. Didn't back down at all.
Here's Lenza looking like World Cup Busquets from 2010. Stewart lets off a shot, tries to go to the back post there. That'll trickle wide. No trouble there in the back line for Thomas Park. Goal kick for them.
You get the difference in approach in the attack with Stewart and Hernandez. Stewart always looking to go first time if he can with that right foot. Hernandez wants to load up the left foot. Doesn't mind a couple of touches to set things up.
Not one bit. In now comes Alex Eberle, as well as into the midfield, Daniel Urshansky, to try and hold down possession. Use that work rate of Eberle a little bit more, as he was plenty active in that first half. Dallas will play out from the back. As we see a player injured here, we'll slow up as the trainer comes out onto the field. Everybody will take this time to take a quick breather. Head coach Marty Jelemy, again, they had an evening of training to themselves on top of playing with some coaches from our first team here as well. And he was talking about pregame in the locker room with me as well. He likes what he's seen from the new incorporations. Robinson so far, Kelly, we've seen her active here tonight, unfazed despite her time away.
Yeah, Robinson is not backing down from anything. She goes into every tackle strong, bouncing off of anybody who comes charging into the attack for Dallas. Really, really impressive from her. It was also very cool to see Brad Gazan after the first team game come by during the game, have a few things to say to players and coaching staff on the bench. Brad's been involved with the unified team for Atlanta United since day one. One of my best memories with the unified team was out in Utah against RSL in 2019 after Atlanta United had a late game goal for RSL go against them. They end up losing that match. Very frustrating. Players obviously upset after that loss. Brad Gazan went in, changed, came out really quick and led the pregame huddle for the unified team. Just so impressed that he's able to dedicate so much time and energy to supporting this part of the club.
One of the countless reasons to why Goose is so loved within the Atlanta community. We got to do an awesome chat with him at halftime against Charlotte on our home turf there at Mercedes-Benz Stadium as well. Eberle trying to prevent Dutchik from getting too far forward. Biad kept it in. Fancy feet from the young man. He'll go for the safe play to clear it out wide. Here's Evans kicking it into full gallop. Had a chance to keep it in there, but instead nicely shielded there by FC Dallas Unified to maintain possession. They'll throw it in the other way. Little heel chop. Trying to get through United unfazed. We've seen some skills from the locker of both sides here tonight.
Yeah, Urshansky wasn't fazed by that, though. You're bilingual, right, Joe?
Yes, sir.
You don't speak a third language?
No, sir.
Urshansky's got you topped. He speaks 3.
He sure does. Russian, is it?
Russian, English, and Spanish.
Not too shabby. A unique combination as well, by the way. What a
Yeah.
mix of three.
Yeah, very impressed.
Got to be a backstory to that as well. And speaking of skills, one of the most impressive moments of the night tonight, Liam Stewart tried the unthinkable, the scissor out there earlier in that first half as well. The all-star confidence for the young man is showing as he's fearless out here. He'll try anything.
If Stewart had hit the flying scissors goal, I might have run down on the field to give him a hug
We
after
would take
that.
off these headsets and cut the broadcast.
You just see us run out onto the field with the camera still going. That would have been the goal of a lifetime.
Still a chance to do just that here tonight as we see both sides stepping out to get a hydration break. We saw it a huge factor in the game for the first team. Cheers heard from all around. We saw over 75 RSVPs from the family side of Unified here with Atlanta United. Countless members of the supporters had stayed as well to provide that support. You're seeing a little sideline gritty going on, getting the people alive. Thomas Park, the big fellow between the posts, showing off. He's got some dancing moves here as well.
Props to everybody with FC Dallas as well. Making sure the referees don't get left out of the hydration break, bringing them water. It's been a really fun time here at Toyota Stadium, and we don't have a whole lot of time left. Thought we might see some more goals here in the second half. Maybe some fireworks as we get close to the end.
We did just see Hernandez pumping up the crowd, pointing to his name as well. Still time to make the miraculous happen here for Hernandez.
And that Houston and Dallas rivalry still going strong for Anthony Hernandez.
Showing it off. It runs deep. And we'll see a throw in here from Duchik for FC Dallas Unified. She's been so busy here tonight. Easily one of the women of the match here, putting it all out on the line defensively. She's trying to go for the long throw in. Head coach Marty Jelmy, we're seeing plenty of orders given here to Savion Brown and Xavier Hairston. We'll see if he's thinking about going extremely attacking heavy to end this match here and lay it all out on the line as we see Evans coming forward with the press and then some, just takes it to the chest. Lenze. There goes Atlanta's Busquets. Nice little layoff there. Atlanta still trying to get forward. Possession recovered there nicely. Rabinowitz flicked on. Touch got into it. Here comes Atlanta back the other way. Eberle trying to keep his vision open and find somebody into the middle. Unable to connect. Duchik will keep it in down the sideline. What a ball that is. Trying to get into full gallop. There's a turn as well. No shortage of skill here so far this evening.
VR Franz Beckenbauer like right there.
Away goes Lenze. He's got a top gear that most can't keep up with. Hernandez had a chance there, put his foot to it, just couldn't settle it down. Thomas Park in the back line will gather it up to try and give FC Dallas some touches here as we trickle down to some of our final moments here of the match tonight.
That time Hernandez just tries to go quickly. Usually he likes to bring it down and get it back to the left foot. Just tried to poke that one home. Couldn't quite get it on frame.
Taking notes from his counterpart out on the other wing, Liam Stewart, as he tried first time. A couple of fancy fluid turns there from Christian Munoz. Dancing away from pressure, we'll see a throw. And here comes Dallas, trying to give Atlanta Unified a game here tonight. Chaplin says no as she turns back the other way. Barrett, one-touch play into Robinson. Look at this from Atlanta United Unified, trying to channel their prime Barca here tonight. Robinson, nice couple of touches again. Tackle, and Dallas recovers there. Chaplin quick to it. A cerebral player in Chaplin. How well she reads play. Dancing away is Lenze.
Good pressure from Robinson again. After it turns over, she didn't give up on the play and helps force the turnover from Dallas.
Stewart just tried to keep possession alive. Little turn there from Freeman. Nicely done. As he can't keep possession, Chaplin once again comes off of her mark, threaded through Lenze, the creator of the night, taking all of his space forward, commanding his teammates forward as well. Here's Evans, letting the shot off. Takes a bounce, but then in the end, dancing on top of it goes Thomas Park, settling it. Home crowd likes what they see, and he'll go long and high into the middle.
It's a good save from Park. That's through traffic. I don't think he saw it until the very end. Doesn't catch it clean, but is able to pounce on the rebound.
Lenz and Barrett fluid in the middle as they spread it out wide to Evans. He's got Eberle there as a supporting option behind him if he needs it. Decides to take it himself with the layoff. Back to Evans, one-on-one with Duchik. We know who wins these battles. There she goes. Contact made. Referee says foul. Will go the other way for FC Dallas Unified.
With a little less than 10 minutes to go in this one, like we talked about earlier, and a lot of subs coming from both teams. Atlanta United Unified trying to complete the undefeated season. They started the year with that draw against Charlotte, built on that with the win at Red Bull Arena, trying to see it out for another win tonight with the 2-1 lead.
Keep your eye on number 10, folks, if you're with us here tonight for FC Dallas Unified. The man who's got the goal of the evening, Kevin Rupik, is back out on the field to try and see if he can level this thing at 2-2 again. 2-1 Atlanta United Unified with the lead. Here comes Dallas with a kick out from the back as we approach the 41-minute mark of this one here tonight.
So if Rupik is back on the field, you can't let him have a look from, anywhere inside the attacking half, right?
No, and we've seen that already proven here tonight. Trying to go long. Can Atlanta get a touch to it and recover? They can't. Here comes Dallas back the other way. Rabinowitz fighting it off, and here's Savion Brown showing that no matter where on the field he is, he can dance away from pressure. Dallas coming back the other way, trying to get the counter on. Maureen losing possession, but turning away. There's the number 9, Noah Mason. And instead, in the end, Atlanta United will keep it away from Rupik.
Rupik was pressuring, though.
If there's one man you want to keep very clear away from the ball here in the dying moments of this one, it's got to be Rupik of Dallas. Into the middle, Savion Brown trying to keep it down, show off the magnet touch. Couldn't do it. Turning away nicely from pressure. Back goes Rabinowitz the other way. Play becoming a bit more fluid. There's Robinson as we never see her shy away. Not once from a tackle. Didn't do it again there. Stewart seeing if he can turn on the burners and track it down. He can't. That'll go out for Park for a goal kick for FC Dallas Unified.
Didn't quite check up that time for the run of Stewart.
Legs have to be tired for Stewart as well. It's been a lot of traveling this season. Washington, D.C., Charlotte at home. Then they went all the way out to Jersey. Here comes Eberle trying to get himself in on the action for the first time tonight. Nice threaded ball into the middle to Hairston, who we saw get a beautiful first finish of the evening between both sides. United keeps possession, threaded ball steaming into the middle. Stewart had it at the bottom of his feet, just couldn't get it out from underneath him as he continues pressure. Not giving up. It'll be one-on-one, a battle out there wide with Munoz.
That one just skipped up on Liam a little bit. Wasn't able to get the shot on goal. Great positioning from Liam Stewart.
Silky turned away from pressure for Eisworth as he keeps it. Threads it on down. Here comes Stewart again. Lots of green space. Can he take advantage of it? Savion Brown demanding it. Service on the carpet. Couldn't get it through. Eisworth maintains it. Back to Brown as well. Thinking about a shot. Couldn't dance away from 2. Did it with 1. Here goes Eberle. Able to recover it. Options in the middle. Should he decide to pull back? It's getting a bit congested out there on the wing. Here goes Stephen Russell. Showing off that he's got the speed. Trying to keep it in safe. Didn't realize how much time he had as Eberle was back there behind him. Dallas will go with a throw the other way.
You just get spoiled sometimes with Eberle covering so much ground. Just put it anywhere in his general direction and you expect him to get there.
Threaded through down line. Can Dallas get onto it? That's the main man, Rupik. Nicely done by Eisworth. Unfazed, just lets it trickle out. Here we go with Harden now, out from the back for Atlanta. We're seeing a bit less of the fluid play that we saw in that first half from the Five Stripes. Tired legs, fatigue mentally starting to play a big factor here as we approach the final minutes of this one.
Look, the intensity is picked up in this one. Again, Dallas trying to find that equalizer. Atlanta's having to play a little more simple, a little more direct at times, try to keep the ball in the other half.
Hairston couldn't chest it down. Here goes Rabinowitz the other way. She showed off a lot of crafty dribbling here tonight, just couldn't keep possession by herself. We go wide with Atlanta. Here's Brown. Options into the middle.
Good ball.
Here goes Liam Stewart. Heavy on the first touch, but he had lots of space. Hairston's there to support. Can they keep the trickling ball down? They can't. Handled with class there by the back line from FC Dallas Unified.
What a ball by Brown into Stewart. Dallas didn't let Stewart get the opportunity off. Brown cutting across, nearly winning it again.
Foot fully on the gas from Savion Brown. Ball bouncing around everywhere. Same team here as we see Eberle.
Oh, that's Eberle's ball. You know that.
He had it all day long.
You're not calling him off of one.
No, sirree. Stephen Russell out wide. Lots of space. Nice cutback. Duchik does what she's done all evening. They try and thread it into the middle. We've got a player down here. We are going to need the medical staff for this one. They'll come out and make sure everybody's all right. Looked like maybe there was some contact back there. A collision at the near post. And we will certainly see some subs jump in here on the FC Dallas Unified side as well. Some time to talk for both sides now. If you're Atlanta United, perhaps in the more difficult scene here as we see FC Dallas. They're just going to sit on possession now and try and see if they can find that final finish. Atlanta's got to be more collected with possession like we saw in that first half.
Yeah, it's tempting to do that. I think this team's mentality, though, is to get the ball forward and try to get the third goal rather than just protect the two that you already have on the board.
Trainers are out onto the field as we're making sure everybody's all right, attending to our athlete down now. And as soon as we can get some eyes on a number and the status, we will keep you updated. Some star-studded names showing themselves here out on the sideline as well. We saw Brad Guzan, Carlos Bocanegra, giving their 2 cents on what they've seen from Jeremy's side so far tonight. And applause from the home crowd as our athlete appears to be okay and back up on their feet. Always scary in this heat as well. We never know what it could be out there as they slowly make their way back to the sidelines. Big ovation here from both sides as well.
Yeah, getting a little bit of help walking off the field, but mostly under his own power. It's great to see.
And despite the scoreline tonight, again, what we come through here tonight to celebrate, a long thanks to our outstanding partner in Gallagher, is just the moments of being together. No matter how this game goes, as well as we've seen plenty of star-studded skills, it's the moment that these kids share tonight. And we saw so much camaraderie as well between these two sides. There's all these different mixed activities that we saw away from the field, whether it was laser tag, bowling, even a team meal here tonight, just hours ahead of the team match. Everybody mixing in together, sharing stories and sharing moments like this in front of friends, family, and parents. It's a fantastic moment.
These events, these opportunities to be part of these teams create lifelong friendships for players from different parts of the country. And we always get to hear about, when they travel to Dallas, for example, you're going to see players from both of these teams stay in contact and keep friendships going for years down the line.
Could be a bit of possible recruiting as well, as we know Hernandez made the jump from Dynamo.
Do we have any TAM left?
Check the books.
We'll
Check
find
the
some.
books, front office. We'll let you know as soon as we can.
Eberle with another big defensive play.
One-on-one there with one of the guys of the evening, Kevin Rupik. Keeps possession brilliantly. Atlanta United's going to go long, threaded ball over the top to Hairston. Can he get onto it? That's one of the most scary moments there as you come off your line there. If your keeper, Thomas Park, those dribbling balls and making sure you time it just right. And the guy with the stature as well of Hairston timed it beautifully there. FC Dallas hanging on. We approach the 49-minute mark here between these two sides. It's been a lovely one. We've seen lots of quality. Finish of the evening to Rupik. But on both sides, plenty of subs as well. We knew that coming in tonight with these temps. Everybody's had a chance to show it off and then some. Gotta be content.
Probably a couple minutes of stoppage time. Dallas still has time to get on the board and get that equalizer, but Atlanta looking for goal number 3 right now.
Mr. Trilingual Urshansky with a nice little step. Here comes Hairston. Thought about it on his left boot. Instead, he'll keep on. There he goes for it. Blocked well. Taken there by Canatelli. And here comes the shot on, trying to trouble Park. In the end, a friendly little bounce, and he'll let it go into his mitts. We approach the 50-minute mark here, and again, as Jason said, lots of extra time anticipated in this one. Urshansky threaded through. There's Brown. Lets off a crack! Folks, when I say that was inches above the crossbar, one of the chances of the evening as well. Top speed. I'd like to see a radar gun down there for that one.
Didn't miss by much. Xavier Hairston got through the challenge of Rabinowitz and just kept going through it. Blast that on frame very nearly, just a little high and wide.
Atlanta United Unified not satisfied with the 2-1, trying to see if they can get just one more. Here's Hairston again, one-on-one with Dallas's back line.
Good ball from Williams.
Williams over the top. Here goes! And it's in. Atlanta United Unified. They get their goal number 3. Xavier Hairston. Brush off the boots as well, young man. Take a bow. That's golazo number 3. Atlanta United Unified 3. FC Dallas Unified 1.
It's a great ball from Maggie Williams, who wins that back and plays it into the path of Hairston, who hits that really well low to the far side. Difficult for Park to get down so quick. And Atlanta United Unified, they did not want to just sit back and defend the lead. They wanted to extend it, and Hairston does.
The composure as well, one-on-one on that back line. Those are always difficult finishes, but he timed it beautifully. Like you said, kept it low and away. And in the end, Atlanta United Unified with more of a comfortable lead here, is no telling how much added time could be added onto this one. So FC Dallas faithful, don't go anywhere.
D. Harden slowing things down, learning that from Brad Kazan. We've
Yeah.
seen that a few times.
Asking for a bit of calma from his back line. Here goes Eberle. If there's one man who's going to keep his foot on the gas all the way through these
No calma.
extra minutes,
No
calma
calma
back there from Eberle. Instead, he does decide to go for the back pass, and here we go forward. Savion Brown brought down beautifully, showing off the touch, dances away from one. He's got space for a shot, just loses it on the dribble, but he's able to recover. Here we go, spreading it wide. Stewart's out there as well. Couldn't keep track of the real estate.
heel.
Here's the back heel as well. Brown crashing into the back line. That'll
Good
be a foul and will
tackle.
go the other way. Getting stuck in both sides here tonight.
Yeah, really good tackle there. Brown trying to turn that corner, couldn't do it. Back heel from Liam Stewart. All the highlight reel stuff here late.
Dallas goes long, trying to trouble the back line. Harden into his mitts. He'll go high and short, just trying to see if he can get a few more seconds to tick off of this one. Williams with the insole of her boot on the first-time touch. FC Dallas Unified recovers and spreads it wide. This is nice. A little cutback. Russell trying to recover his feet. United's back line.
What a
Here's
ball.
a nice threaded ball. Stewart gets himself onto it as well. The classic cutback from Liam. He'll go safe into the middle for Brown. Brown keeps his head up, thinks about a shot, goes for it. Nice save there by Thomas Park, and he's able to recover in the end. He's hungry. Atlanta United Unified, they want one more.
Park denies that. Good hands from Park. You're not going to be able to catch one with that much power, but push it wide into a safe spot. Brown, here he comes again.
Couple of heel chops. There he goes once more with his left. That'll go wide. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will do it. Full time here from Frisco, Texas. Atlanta United Unified 3, FC Dallas Unified 1. Jason, we saw it all here tonight. Your thoughts on this one?
Xavier Hairston with a great performance up top. 2 of the goals, the first one and the one that sealed it at the end. Liam Stewart got on the board as well. So many good performances on the defensive side. D. Harden in goal, some big plays from him. But more than anything, it's just the spirit in games like this. It was competitive. Both teams were going into every challenge. Neither one backed off, but it never got chippy. It's because these teams have a lot of respect for one another and playing the match in the right way, led by 2 great coaching staffs. Really good example of everything that the Unified program can be around Major League Soccer.
We've got to give another shout out once again. This Unified match presented by Gallagher. Thank you so much to all of those who stayed up with us here tonight. We couldn't ask for anything more. That's Jason Longshore. I'm Joe Freihofer. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time.